So, my name is Arnie van Kerwel. I'm working at Krakow kindergarten, and I've been working there for almost 4 years in Norway. And my background is from the design industry or design studio industry, where I've actually made 3D animations and working on TV commercials. And all those concepts and ideas and prototyping I'm literally taking into the kindergarten. So over the last 3 years I've been trying to develop technologies at the kindergarten to make sure that it keeps up with the trends, especially with the young kids, which I'm working with, which is 4 to 5 years old.
Yeah, I'm getting stronger here, I'm forever young. Yeah, I'll be staying longer till the day I'm done. Together we can shake mountains, together we can light the sky. There's no doubt about it in my heart and my mind.
The reason why I was thinking of doing this particular workshop is a combination of mentality, really, because there's a lot of people, myself included, who's constantly bombarded with tools and digital tools, and it's a wave of things that's possible to use, but at the same time, how do we decide which tools to actually implement in our really important work? And this is what I try to explain in my workshop today. One of my biggest goals when I started at the kindergarten is to learn what is the basis of human communication. And what I've realized is what I see with my kids is still happening with adults as well. There's definitely a connection. And then when you bring in these new tools like artificial intelligence, I think for both sides there is this dangers, but we have the room to also experiment and play a bit with it. And I want to make sure that people are a little bit more open to start experimenting so they can find out themselves where are the limits, what is dangerous before they take it to, corporations or within schools. So it all starts with you, really, to understand a little bit before you take it to everyone else.
Angry words are gonna shake it. Angry deeds are gonna break it. Words and deeds ain't gonna
Project that I'm working on at the kindergarten now is literally a combination of being physically active, but at the same time use the most advanced animations which we know from the Pixar or Disney movies, to combine those two worlds so that the kids can get more inspirational, being able to express their ideas faster with the digital tools we have, instead of telling them, okay, I quickly need to jump on the internet to download, the picture for you. How can we be much faster to keep the communication going, because their discussions and mindsets are really short term. So I'm really trying hard to shorten that time where we interact with each other, but explore as much or many things as possible at the same time.
relax and go, whoa, 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 whoa.
of my project that I'm doing, and this is also why I'm getting our university in our city on this project, because I want to find out what is the deep core out of my project that allows it to sit so long in the minds of the children that has been in this test phase of the project. Because I've already seen that the short term that I had was probably 10 minutes of an animation video with a teacher, but then they were talking about it until 3 months later. So, I think we should also start to change our mindset, how we see screens, how we see visual storytelling as a movie, and start to blend things together instead of going back to the old ways of doing things and the old ways of how we plan things as well. And especially again with artificial intelligence, I believe we have so much potential, but if we don't experiment, obviously in a safe environment, how would we know what is good and what is bad? My colleague who I work with at the kindergarten, he's got 10 years experience, and while I was producing this first project, we just realized that there's almost a 360 degree of ways we can bring in the kids into the project, and that reversal will definitely work as well, where they go home and actually want to explore more at home before they come back to the kindergarten. And as we've also seen with me and my colleagues, when we introduce something new to the kids, we only get that far. But as soon as we introduce something to the kids and the parents is with on it, we go so much further. So it's a combination of what's happening at home and what is happening at the kindergarten, where we actually build a much stronger bridge for the kids. I have the fear of it because of knowing that parents just let their kids watch YouTube videos at home. My take on it is, how amazing would it be if kindergartens had their own YouTube, not YouTube channel, but basically a YouTube network, right? Where the kids feel that this is something that they want to open, and when they open it, it's a lesson that they've been talking about for the last week at the kindergarten, without them having to type, without them having to find it. So my ultimate goal is to make the latest technologies at kindergartens almost invisible, where everyone who's a teacher, all they do is just pick up and start interacting. The kids, they just pick up and start interacting instead of everyone trying to type or find or going through an ad or Google or. So I think this is my hypothesis. I think this is the way to go. Since they are so young, we as parents as well, we still have that control of where's the direction that they are allowed to see and watch. And it's our responsibility to expose them to different things in a good way. And that's how they learn from a young age, right? So I still believe, although there's really good technology now, we as adults have still got a lot to do to keep our young generation, growing up and just find life exciting.